Best bang for your buck Chromebook, with the beauty of a high-end yet overly priced Samsung, Asus, or Pixelbook. This little book is perfect in almost every way in general. This Chromebook is perfect for what I bought it for: work-related tasks on the web, surfing the web, using Google Docs to type up documents, write lyrics for songs, and organizing thoughts and ideas into productivity apps and jotting down tasks in my Microsoft to-do list app. This Chromebook is lightning fast in powering up, connecting to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and opening apps, browsers. The screen size is non-jeopardizing, large enough for a functional workspace, but small enough to easily store away in a backpack. Bezels are a lot smaller than most budget Chromebooks. I honestly prefer a little bezel to grab the screen without the mouse thinking you're trying to press something. The keyboard is unbelievable. Typing is extremely fast and responsive, perfectly spaced keys. It's quiet and has just the right amount of clicks so you know when you typed a letter. It's backlit but dims off when not in use. You will have to change the search key to caps lock in the settings if that is something you're used to. The mouse is very responsive as well. I have purchased a Logitech Pebble in black which matches perfectly. It also pairs up via Bluetooth, so you don't have to have a USB receiver sticking out of the side of your Chromebook. The battery life so far is all day. I think we all know how nice it is to open a Chromebook/laptop and still have most of the juice in it. One of my favorite things about Chromebooks, including this one, is having a USB-C charging port on either side of the device. Therefore, if there is an outlet closer to you on one side, you can connect to that side. The price is unreal. For a 10th General i3, this thing is just as fast if not faster than older General i5 and i7 computers. RAM hasn't been an issue, nor 64GB memory. I store all of my documents on Google Drive, so storage is not an issue. Additionally, there is a microSD port on the side, but I decided not to use it since the SD card isn't completely flush. Last but not least, this thing is sleek and elegant. This is the nicest looking Chromebook in the low budget range. The charcoal/dark gray is beautiful and modern. The keys, hinges, screen, and logos are minimal and pleasing. The use of space is perfect. The speakers are on either side of the keyboard. No space is wasted in this Chromebook. The screen has a nice glossy shimmer. There is only one con to this amazing machine, and it is a minor one: opening the screen. Unlike the Pixelbook Go, this Chromebook takes two hands to open. There's no cutout on the screen lid, so it can sometimes be tricky to open, especially since the device is very thin. Like I said, this is not only minor, but it is the only issue I have come across overall. I can hands down recommend this device over all other Chromebooks. This is the one: affordable, practical, and exquisite. Well done, Lenovo. Thank you for saving me money in a time like this.
What can I say? It's just as good as I thought it would be. It's well made and very fast. My other laptop that runs Windows 10 has i7, 8GB of RAM, and SSD. This feels just as fast or faster, for half the price and better portability.
The device currently is functioning as it should, and I like it a lot. What has been frustrating is that on the second day of use I noticed that the inside half of the right-hand hinge is not connected to the screen or keyboard sections, and I have been unable to figure out from Lenovo service if this is a problem that should get addressed, or was intentional. By design, I submitted a ticket, got a vague computer-generated response, so I chatted with a representative that told me that it was an intentional design, but 2 days after that received an email with instructions to send it in, and the person that I chatted with then told me to send it in to be checked in case there was a problem. In short, either it is a well-designed and well-functioning machine for which I would give 5 stars, or they have initial manufacturing problems. Either way, Lenovo service is problematic and confusing.
The screen's uniform brightness shifted somewhat if not straight on. The right hinge broke less than 24 HRS of opening. The corners had light bleed on dark scenes. There was a faint black spot clouding in the bottom middle. I returned instantly. Other than that, it was fast and the speakers were okay. I played BTD6 Android Store. The game looked worse than the PC version and it dropped frames. I understand the Chrome OS doesn't work the greatest with Android apps after this experience. I'm not sure I would purchase again. I really wanted to like it, but these issues were a deal breaker.
I use Chromebooks for work. so I had a basic understanding of what they would be able to do and what the limitations were. I was a bit skeptical when I was researching this model due to the fact that it has only 4 GB of RAM, but I decided to go ahead with the purchase knowing that the OS was super lightweight. I have not been disappointed. I'm deeply invested in Google's systems, so working through Docs and Sheets and the rest of the Google suite within a browser was no problem. I was pleasantly surprised that I could install Linux apps, and they run great. For the most part, one use this for the same reason most anyone would use a computer: video conferencing, taking notes, checking email, messing around on social media, and playing games. Side note, Stadia runs great on this. Speaking of taking notes, the keyboard on this feels great to type on. I've got pretty average sized hands for a man, and this keyboard doesn't feel cramped in the least bit. I've included a picture for reference. I'm recommending this model of Chromebook to anyone that asks for buying advice. Get one, you won't be disappointed. Bought this Chromebook on July 22nd, had it for less than a month and had numerous issues with it. Barely used YouTube, did a few Zoom meetings, basic web browsing and emailing, only installed Zoom. Every time I use Zoom the entire screen freezes. The first week I had it the entire screen froze and I had to wait until the battery ran out. No buttons worked. Tried every YouTube solution I can think of. The next couple of days I used it sparingly, watched no YouTube, only email and web browsing and Zoom calls. But after the last freeze I had enough, which also included some unwarranted loud beeping noise that could be heard from down the street. I would like to think that my item was a faulty item, asked for a refund and Amazon will honor it. The stress of having to deal with this computer was not worth it. This is a mid-tier Chromebook, so I was expecting it to be somewhat of a disposable device, but this thing broke just under 3 months of light use. The screen hinge is captured by a small plastic piece on the bottom. I assume the hinge was too tight and the stress from closing the screen broke the glued plastic hinge retainer. Therefore the frame flexed and cracked the screen just above the hinge. Called Lenovo tech support on hold forever and gave them model number and told them it was a Chromebook. They needed more device info, so they asked me to press the Windows key and run a command. Lol. So I stated again this was a Chromebook and not a Windows laptop. At that point they said need to take to repair center, drove 40 miles to repair center and got a call a week later that because there was physical damage, no matter the cause, Lenovo would not honor any warranty repair. Repair tech also said there are no parts in stock from Lenovo to even fix device, and if they were in stock would be to fix a dollar device, so this is just an fee for people. I would get the extended warranty or be prepared to dispose of the device, because if it breaks, no parts, no warranty, and certainly no help from Lenovo. Wanted to post an update, just pick device from repair center. As others have said, if you look closely at the right hinge, there is no pin / support on the inside part of the hinge. The left hinge has a pin on both sides. I have 2 of these and confirmed that both are designed the same. This puts stress on that area when closing the device and will eventually fail. Repair center can't even get parts because Lenovo won't supply them until device is out of warranty from initial release date. So left to deal with Lenovo for a Chromebook. Not worth my time. Just sorry, Amazon is selling this on Prime account and won't issue refund or replacement.
It's a great laptop. I bought it for working remotely in school. The camera quality isn't the best. It's what you expect from a laptop. The sound isn't super loud, but that didn't bother me too much because I always use headphones. One thing to note which may turn some people off is that it does glitch sometimes. The screen flickers randomly. One time I got scared it broke a couple days after I bought it, because the screen flickered and blacked out in the middle of a Zoom call. I restarted it and the flicker left a shadow on the screen that went away after a while. It works fine now, but I researched and found it was a common problem with this laptop also. You have to press Alt the magnifying key to initiate caps lock. There's also no delete button. Also, there's no common F1 keys on the top. If that's something you're used to, asterisk. I really like that the keyboard is backlit. I didn't realize until I got it. In summary, it works to fit my needs, but I wanted to let you know the bad and the ugly before you buy this.
I bought this Chromebook in July 2020 and absolutely loved it until this October when the right hinge broke and cracked the touchscreen, rendering the Chromebook completely unusable. This was under normal usage. I did not drop the Chromebook or have an accident. I simply lifted the screen to the up position and the hinge and touchscreen broke. I believe this is due to a design flaw. Do your own Google search and see, and is due to faulty workmanship and material defect. Good luck trying to use the 1-year warranty, as Lenovo will not fix it under the warranty, as they state the basic warranty does not cover accidental damage, which they consider this to be complete BS. So I basically paid a month to use it and now it will cost over to fix it. Plus, good luck trying to find a replacement screen at a reasonable price. Do yourself a favor and buy another reputable brand with higher quality and from a company that will honor their warranty. My first and last purchase of a Lenovo product.
This is my first tablet ever, so keep that in mind for this review. Sure, I've played around with an iPad but never owned one before. This Chromebook is exactly what I have been looking for. Hubby and I often travel around to remote areas in our camper. I'm always trying to navigate backroads using map apps on my iPhone combined with paper maps. Let me tell you, reading the tiny screen on an iPhone is just not fun when you need to see a large area. So I've been wanting to get a tablet where I can download USFS maps in PDF and then be able to pan/zoom around the map as we navigate through back roads. This tablet is perfect for that. Not only that, but I can handle emails and work on other tasks that don't require my full-powered laptop. The keyboard is perfect size and I like the feel of the keys. The mousepad works well and I like the hard click action it has. You can set it to use just a simple tap or the harder click only. When set up like a laptop, both the touchscreen and the keyboard work. When you fold the keyboard back to have just a tablet, the keyboard no longer functions as it should, so you don't accidentally start typing in gibberish. Another feature that I love is the ability to turn the camera off by sliding the button closed. See photo. This way I know for sure it is off when I want it to be. Sure beats putting a sticky post-it note over the lens. There's also a volume control on the right side next to the power, along with USB 2, USB-C, and one USB-A, and micro flash card connections. The battery life is excellent. There is only 64 gigabytes of storage, which may be plenty for most folks. If I find I need more room for my map files, I can always use a thumb drive for those. Plus there's storage on Google Drive available as well. Oh, and they weren't kidding when they said it was easy to set up. All I did was turn it on, log into my Google account, and that was it. Of course then I downloaded some apps from the Google Play Store, MS Office and Adobe CC. Coming from Apple products, the environment user interface is slightly different, but similar enough that I was pretty much up and running quickly. All I need now is the digital pen to go with it so I can draw and write on the tablet.